Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the Art Boss Challenge. My name is Rena Uha, and I can't believe it. It's day 3, although it's officially the last day of the challenge. We have bonuses in store, including that laser focused coaching session tomorrow that we're going to be hosting in a Zoom room. So, although I'm sad that the challenge comes to an end today, the opportunities to work with us and unpack your path to a six-figure income is just beginning. We're so excited that you're here. So, if this is like the very first day that you're watching the training, I want you to know that we had 2 previous days of the Art Boss Challenge and the content builds. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about closing sales, close. I want you to know that if there are things I'm talking about that you're like, oh, that's a little confusing, or maybe it's a little disconnected, grab the other 2 trainings, because all of the content, everything I'm going to be talking about today is really based in the other 2 training sessions, and it'll be really helpful. Martha's here today. Super excited that you're here today. You guys, I absolutely love it when you comment in the comments. Say hello to one another. I don't know. Thursdays are great. They kind of like kick off the weekend. So I'm so excited that you guys are spending your lunch times or maybe your early afternoons just hanging out, learning about how to sell artwork. It's super amazing. Marla's here too. She is from Missouri. We've got Shannon and a bunch of Facebook users. So excited that you're here. Give us a thumbs up, a heart, a like. If you guys are watching in replay, it really is helpful to participate and join in all of the training. I believe that we learn in multiple different ways. As artists, we are highly visually motivated. Thus, I have presentations, and we're really big kinetic learners as well. So just typing things into the computer can actually set in your brain. There's some really important things that are happening. Okay. We have Julia here. I'm reading a lot of Facebook users. I also want you guys to start dropping fire for yourself. We talked about the fire emoji and how important that is. That fire emoji actually does start to put into your brain. You're like, oh my goodness, just but the act of putting that into the computer can help you remember that there was something really important during this session, that golden nugget that we talked about that you want to walk away with. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You guys, you can watch all the replays here inside of the Facebook group, and you can also watch it in what we like to call the super secret studio. And I'm going to ask, has anyone checked out the Art Boss Studio yet? Just go, me. I've seen it. It's pretty freaking amazing. It has all of the content that I'm delivering this week, the replays, your resources, your workbook, your homework links, everything that you need to be successful is actually inside of a studio link. And you can get that link by simply coming right over here, artie.karenauha.com/goodies. Artie is going to get you directly to that studio link. If you're like, I love Facebook, but I wish it was easier to find the training. I wish it was easier to find the resources that Ren is talking about. I want you to be able to have easier access to all of that. So studios rock. That studio is amazing. I'm also going to ask you, have you grabbed your VIP pass for tomorrow's laser focus coaching session? Have you? Guess where you can get that link to the VIP pass? Yep. You can get it right here with Artie, and you can get it inside of the studio. So we want to make sure that you have all those resources that allow for you not only to have the training and the learning, but also to start implementing immediately what you're learning. Okay. So let's just kind of do a quick review. Day 1, we talked about the whole entire system that we're running. When we choose to show up in the online market, we need to have the systems and the tools that allow for us to sell our artwork online, that allow for us to have those tools that make life easier, those tools that allow for us to have something that is doing the heavy lifting of sales and marketing for us. The big system that we're running is called the Art Boss Formula. Okay. You can't automate anything. You can't use tools on anything until you've set up your system. So on day one, we talked about the whole entire system. Super simple. We have to collect leads, we have to connect with those leads, and we have to close those leads. And it's not until we have a system that's collecting, connecting, and closing that we can actually add those tools to help us put ourselves on that path to consistent monthly income and then be on the path to having passive income if that is what you want to do. Okay. Who loves passive income? I do. We're going to be talking about passive income today. I'm going to be showing you some lead generation reports that we can be using in our businesses that allow for us to actually collect passive income. It's going to be super sweet. Okay. Day number 2, we talked about collecting and connecting, right? The Art Boss formula is it's three components. It's collect, connect, and close. Yesterday, we focused on collecting leads and connecting with those leads. I shared with you the secret, that first step that you need to have the clarity on so that you can move your traffic to where you want them. Whether you're pulling leads out of the internet and moving them into your system, or whether you are walking your ideal client down the path to the sale, like it's the most natural thing in the world. That's what we did a deep dive in yesterday. We talked about how we start moving those leads down the path to the sale. Number 3, day 3, okay? We're talking today about closing, and then we're going to talk about automating the whole system. So when we're running our system, if you're one of those people who are going to say, oh my goodness, I can sell ice to an Eskimo, I'm going to tell you, probably don't need today. Okay. Just having the collect and connect portion yesterday, you're probably like ready to go. Now, if you're saying, yeah, I can find leads. I don't really have a problem finding leads, but closing those leads and getting those people to pull out their credit cards, I'd like some help on that. You're in the right place. If you're like, you know what? I already close sales, but I just want to go faster. I want to find more leads, close more sales. Absolutely in the right place. Today is my absolute favorite day. I love day 3 because it's actually the day that we start talking about the sale. We're going to talk about the sale. Here's the thing I want to say. It's my favorite day because selling is fun. Selling is fun. I want someone to type that in. Selling is fun. And if you're not having fun selling, then I'm going to ask, are you making money? Because making money is fun. Okay, so we're going to really dig in today and we're going to start talking about your closing process. I'm going to give you a roadmap and a compass, and it's going to allow for you to close the sales and have your ideal clients walking down the path to the sale so that when you're making your offers, they're pulling out their credit cards. All right, so what I want you to do right now is I want you to grab a comfy spot in your house, a comfy spot in your studio. It's probably lunchtime. So grab a sandwich, grab something to drink, because we are going to dig on in. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Selling is fun. Robin says selling is fun. Gaynor says selling is fun. Marla says selling is fun. Marie says selling is fun. Oh my goodness. Selling is fun because when we are using a system that closes sales, making money is even more fun. So today we're going to just kind of jump on into training. Let's hit it hard. Let's jump into the training. I'm going to pull up our slides and let me go ahead and add those. For today, going to be talking about passive income. We're going to talk about like putting this whole entire selling, the signature selling system, getting it all put together. I'm going to give you a roadmap and I'm going to give you a compass. It's going to be amazing because we really just want to be on the simplest and fastest path to a 6-figure art income. Sound good? Sound good? Absolutely. I want to make sure that, and I know someone said they signed up, so I'm so excited. I think it was Sharon. It may have been Sharon who said that she signed up for this. We are hosting tomorrow a bonus session. It is called Laser Focus Coaching. I'm going to help you uncover your next steps for selling more artwork in the online market. And I'm even going to just be like, it even works in the offline market. Like if you're still working in galleries and shows, or if you're selling directly out of your studios, all this stuff works offline too. So I'm so excited. I know that a lot of people have asked about help with developing their signature message, really talking about some pricing questions. We're going to really dig in and start uncovering where you're stuck right now and get you that help so that you can start implementing immediately. So that is available. Just go ahead and click right here. It's at the launch.karenahuja.com/VIP apply. Don't miss out on that opportunity. I sent out a note that said, don't you wish that someone would offer to work with you for free to figure out how to sell more artwork, right? If you're not taking me up on this offer, okay, that's kind of crazy, because so many people go, I wish that I could get help for free. And there is like right here. So if you haven't taken me up on that offer, you need to be doing that, okay? All right, let's do the quick summary again. I already kind of talked about this before the little video break. This is the Art Boss formula. It's a visual representation because as artists, this can be helpful if you see this image in your head. This is a system that you're running. And when you're running a system, it allows for you to start diagnosing where your system needs to either be fixed. Maybe your system is leaking. Maybe you just need to add more gas into your system. Maybe there's just a disconnect. But until we really start looking at our businesses and starting to put them into flow charts and really understanding the bigger picture, we can't fix our sales problem. So the very simple, this is what I'm really good at. Okay. So some people may not appreciate this, but when I'm working with people, we have to have simple systems so that we can quickly find where we need to be working. Our system for selling artwork, all businesses use this. I'm just going to stop for a second and say, I don't care if you're selling artwork, cars, shoestrings, you're selling online, you're using the system. This isn't something that is like brand new, eureka, nobody's ever talked about this before. I'm showing you how to use a very standard system to sell artwork online. We have to, number one, be collecting leads. You look on the left-hand side, the very first thing says collect. We need to be working to collect leads. We talked about this a lot on Tuesday when we talked about 2 billion social media users, daily active users, just in Facebook alone. Do you think that there are people in there who want to purchase your artwork? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. We need to have a system that collects those leads and we put them into our system. Okay. We put them into our container, whether you're using a website container, a social media container, an email container, it doesn't matter which one you want to use. You use which ones you want to. But as soon as they come into your container, you need to connect with them. I'm talking the very minute they come into your container. You need to be able to identify who's coming into your system and then start connecting with them. We need to give them everything they need to say yes, so that when we make our offers, they're pulling out their credit cards and we can close those sales. We're going to be talking today about closing sales. It's super important. And it isn't until we're running a system that we can actually start automating it. Okay. So someone on day 2 was like, so if I just have tools, I'm going to sell artwork. I'm going to tell you, no, the tools do the heavy lifting and the tools make your selling much easier and less time intensive. Okay. So we have what we're calling the Art Boss formula. It's your signature selling system, and it consists of your signature offer, right, which is how we collect our leads, your signature message, which is how we connect with our leads, and then we have our signature compass. Okay, it's a sales compass, and it's how we close. So we're going to be really focusing today on the close. If you pull out your workbook, this is day 3, and we're giving you a money map. Okay, it's a money roadmap. How do we close sales, and how do we use a system to close sales? This is the map, and I'm going to also today be giving you a compass which allows for you to have the strategies and the beginning of your to-do list of how you actually start closing sales, either right here in social media, right here in your email list, and right here just creating the human connection and talking to people and closing sales. Okay. So excited to get started in this. Okay. So we absolutely want you guys to walk away by the end of today with a clear roadmap and what you need to be doing next. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the next screen. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can see it. Okay. This is the Art Boss Money Roadmap. Okay. Yesterday, I talked about how I like numbers. I was like, I'm a geek. I love numbers. I love roadmaps. I love flow charts. I love tools because they actually help you diagnose and see what shifts you need to be making in your selling system. Okay. We're going to put the whole entire Art Boss formula. So we're going to put this right here into a into a map. Okay. So this is conceptually what we're doing. Now let's put it into a map and let's give you a compass so that you can really move through your selling system. First of all, we're going to talk about, put this up, collect. Okay. When we are looking at our selling system, we have to have the ability to collect leads and to pull them out of social media. There has never been a time in history where we've had so many leads at our fingertip. And we use our signature offer. We talked about that on day one. We use our signature offer to really connect with our ideal customers, those people who need our artwork. Okay. I also want to talk about right now with our signature offer. Okay. I want to talk about this. Okay. We haven't talked about it at all, but it's super important. You have a choice when you're making offers to sell your original artwork at prices that reflect the value of what you're doing. You have the opportunity to move beautiful, unique, amazing artwork at prices that we're going to call high ticket. Okay. High ticket. I know someone's going to say, well, what's a high ticket price point? I'm going to tell you the artists I work with. Some artists, their high ticket is $40,000 for a piece of artwork. Some of my artists, when I work with them, their price point is the $1,000 to $2,000 price range. It doesn't matter what your high ticket is. I want you to start thinking about this. Are you going to choose to sell your high ticket offer? Or are you going to then like cop out and try to sell reproductions for like $10 or $100 and under? Okay. When we are working with the Art Boss formula, this roadmap works to close high ticket sales that allows for you to start identifying the ideal customers who are going to pull out their credit card, not just for a dollar or two, right? But for your high ticket, valuable art that I know you have. I know you have amazing artwork here because I'm seeing it. You're posting it. I know you have amazing systems that you're using because you're sharing your social media as well as your websites. I know that there are artists here who are already making six figures selling their artwork and they want to sell more. They tell you when you're collecting the right leads in social media with your signature offer, you have the ability to start selling in the online market, those high ticket offers. Does that sound like something you want to learn more about? Okay. Cause I'm going to put together a roadmap for you, not just to sell the $10 offers that I know you have, not the magnets and the stickers and the t-shirts. I want you to sell your original artwork at a price that reflects the value of what you're doing. Okay. So we have to be collecting our ideal client in social media with our signature offer. And the minute they come into our system, we're going to use our signature message to start giving them everything they need to say yes. So that when we make our offers, right, what are they going to do? Someone type it in, pull out their credit cards. So when we are connecting with our ideal clients, This was day 2 training. We talked about the messaging triangle and how we have to make sure we're leveraging the power of social media, our website, our email, as well as our sales conversation. So if you didn't catch day 2, there's super amazing training there. And we really dug into, you have a choice when you're messaging to do transactional selling, which is what most businesses do in the online market. They're like, here's a picture of what I sell, here's the price, picture price, picture price. It's a shotgun approach. And we talked about it yesterday. Transactional selling is cold. Transactional selling doesn't allow for us to connect with our ideal clients and start giving them everything they need to say yes. We talked yesterday about our signature message, which is transformational sales. It's about really focusing on the transformation that our artwork provides for our ideal client. Once again, if you're like, I don't know what that means, you missed the training yesterday because we spent close to 30 minutes talking about how we create a signature message that has transformation. The roadmap continues on. We have to have the process to close our leads. Too many artists are really good at collecting leads and being really great nurturers. They're super huge nurturers, and they literally give their clients everything they need to say yes, and they stop short of just making the offer. They go, I feel awkward asking for the offer. I'm going to tell you this right now, fact. If you collect leads and then really convince them on the transformation of your product, if you don't make them offers, someone else will, and someone else will be like, man, that was the easiest close I ever had. So you have a choice whether you want to close sales or not. I want you to know that this is the brand new content for today. We're going to be giving you not only the content, the roadmap so that you can close sales. As you can see, the roadmap isn't just about what you say to get the credit card out. It's about finding the right leads. It's about giving your leads everything they need to say yes. And now we're going to give you the compass that allows for you to have those conversion events. Okay, so here it is. Okay, grab your notebook, because if you haven't, this is super crazy stuff. Okay, this stuff right here is your nugget for the day. This slide is the most important slide for the whole entire Art Boss Challenge. We have to have conversion events. We have to have ways to connect with our ideal clients, give them everything they need to say yes. And this is a 3-point system that's super aligned. Okay, it's your compass. We need to have daily/weekly content with our signature message in our social media and email. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to introduce you to Sandra in a little bit. And just point number 1, she closes 10 sales with 1 post. It's not just because the post is super amazing, but it's because she's running this whole system. So she has 1 post that she can recycle month after month that helps her find the lead she needs to close them. We also have to be using that messaging triangle. Once again, day 2, that's yesterday. We talked all about the messaging triangle, where we create monthly cash injection sales conversion events. We talked a little bit about that powerhouse combo. Cindy, we talked yesterday, Cindy uses the powerhouse combination to sell $2,000 and $3,000 $3,000 to $4,000 sales every single time she uses it, because it has the interaction between her social media, her email, and her sales conversation. Super powerful. We also use, then everything aligns. We run quarterly sales events using launch methodology. And this is for big ticket, big sales events. Okay. Everything kind of builds. Daily content typically will close all by itself. Smaller ticket items. Your messaging triangle can sell artwork in the $1,000 range. And if you're selling products that are in that 5K and above range, you need to be doing quarterly sales events. Even if your high ticket item isn't quite at the 5K level yet, you need to be doing these quarterly sales events. So what's a launch? Because I know someone's like, wait, what's a launch? Okay. Super simple. Okay. From a standpoint of what it is, think of it as like If you put your artwork into a gallery and they had an artist reception, that's a launch. If you signed up to do a big art show in the middle of a parking lot in Kansas City called the Kansas City Plaza, that's a launch. A launch is when we do art shows, art events, art teaching section. So if you're a person who teaches classes, you could do a short little training session. That's a launch, and it happens virtually. Okay, it happens in the online market. It means you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. You don't have to drag grid wall or art walls to a location. You don't have to set up a tent. You literally run the event from the comfort of your own home. All right, super sweet. So what do we do next? We have these selling events. Okay, so we're closing. You're gonna be introduced to Sarah and Jenny Floravita, who are they're having their selling events, and they're closing 7 to 10K every single time that they just go out for a weekend. Okay. These are like crazy amazing. We also use this whole entire process to do the Spring into Wildlife sale, where in one weekend we closed $25,000 in artwork. Totally up to you. You set your goals and then you go after them. Okay. What's next step? We got to automate. Okay. How do we automate our selling system? Well, we need to use the tools, and we need to use those amazing tools that someone else has already built for us. We just need to use them in our selling system. The one that we've been talking about, the one that I've been giving you demos, is called the Champagne Room. And yes, you guys are going to have access to the Champagne Room if you want it. But this is the clarity, because there was a little bit of confusion that if I just have the tool, I'm going to sell artwork. No, actually, the tools just make your selling process easier. Okay. That's what tools are designed for. They're going to do the heavy lifting of sales and marketing. In the closing part, closing a high ticket offer is about knowing who is looking at your artwork, giving them everything they need to say yes, and then reaching out and creating that personal connection. Because I guarantee you that if someone is looking at your 5K offer, they're going to want to talk to you. They're going to want to see your face at minimum before they pull out their credit card. Super sweet. Okay. So all of this is about creating a selling system that closes sales and then allows for us to start automating it so that we can have passive income. Okay. Why and how do we use tools to have passive income? This is all back to that very first day when I showed you how you can use a tool to see who. The big nugget from day one is who is dining on our artwork, who is visiting our website. Okay. Then on day two, we're like, who is opening our emails? Who is engaging with us in our signature message? And when we can start collecting these purchase intents and these behaviors, we can start creating lead reports at the end of every week, or at the end of every month, or heck, if you want, at the end of every day. You can take a look at the people who are sitting in your lead report, and now you know exactly who to start connecting with on a personal level to close those high ticket sales. Okay. This is an example of a lead report that I pulled directly out of my Champagne Room. It allows for me to see with the offer that I'm making. This is a low ticket offer. This is in the $300 range. I've started making this offer right about a month and a half ago. I can see how many leads I have. I have 12 leads. I can see that there are 10 people who are customers who have taken me up on my offer. I have 2 people who have declined. Okay. So what it means is I have also people sitting out there. The math there, it's just a coincidence. Okay. So I actually had 12 leads and I have 12 customers. Okay. So 2 people have declined so far. And then I can see, because I built this lead report, I can see what my monthly sales are, and I can also see what my total sales were. This also, here's the key to it. I know that top level looks super sexy, but the sexiest part about this whole report is everything that's in yellow. I have the name and the email address and purchase intent behavior on every single one of those 12 people who are sitting in my lead report. So I know exactly who is checking out what I'm doing and who is getting ready to purchase. Okay. So passive income is real. Passive income is setting up the system that allows for you to close sales, see who is dining on your artwork, and then doing everything it takes to close those sales. I want you guys to have full transformation. Okay. That's all that we're looking for here, is whether you are an artist who's been working in the art world for decades, or whether you're just now transitioning from being a hobby artist where you just kind of did it for fun and you see that your art has the potential to make you thousands upon thousands of dollars. I want you to have the full transformation. I want you to see that when we're working in the online market, and if we're just shotgun approaching it, that, and we're choosing to sell the cheap artwork, we're just shotgun approaching, saying, please, please, please buy from me, that system is not powerful enough to put you on the path to six figures. So I had a choice. The Art Boss Challenge, I showed you the system. I showed you that you need to have a system to collect leads, to connect with those leads, and to close those leads. I've even given you the tool and shown you how to use the tool. And I had a choice here. I had a choice to be like, okay, I think I could just leave everybody here and let them try to figure it out on their own. Okay. I could say, oh, all right. So in my challenge, I'm just going to show them the big picture and the strategy. Okay. I'm just going to leave them alone to figure it out. Okay. Or I could continue to offer opportunities for support. Okay. So as I'm looking at the whole entire system that I know you need, that proven framework that closes sales, I'm giving you now a choice. I'm giving you a choice to go and figure this out on your own. Or you can accept the support and the help and the team that we have here to continue to move forward. There's a next step. I'm going to pop back here. Okay. I'm going to let you know 3 hours is an amazing amount of time with this amazing free content, but there was no way that I could give you all of the daily to-do list to give you how to build your signature offer, how to build your signature message, and how to really use that roadmap in the compass in 3 hours. There's just no way. The amount of time it's going to take is it's going to take you time. Most artists spend at least a month setting up their system, another month implementing it, and months refining it. They're making sales within the very first week when they use their compass and they're putting out content that starts converting to sales. But they're going to be spending time to set up and implement their systems. Okay. And then if they love their businesses and they're having fun selling, they're going to always have to maintain their businesses. It's just no way around it. You can't set this up and just be like, I'm done, and expect your art business to still close sales if you are not loving on your art business. Okay. So let me ask you this before we move forward. Are you interested in learning how to get more support to create the system? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about, is about how we're going to move you to the next step. Okay, this week, these are my goals, and check them off. Okay, I wanted you to see that it's possible to sell 6 figures in artwork. Okay, I want you to see what's possible. If you have never met anyone who's doing that, then you're not in the right place. And I'm going to tell you, you saw the artwork this week. I'm going to tell you that artists who are sitting right next to you in these classes, there are already artists who are closing six figures in their art shows, in their galleries, and they want to learn how to sell even more by leveraging the power of the online market. Okay. I wanted you to see that you can actually tell who is dining on your artwork so that you know who to reach out to. I also wanted you to really like the big aha moment is if you're not running a system, okay, then you're not able to get passive income. If you're not running a system that allows for you to find your leads, connect with your leads, and then closing them, there's no way for anyone to help you get to the passive income. Okay. So, and I wanted you to see through the demos that there are tools that are sitting out here that allow for you to close more sales. Okay. So I had a choice to either just stop or I had a choice to hire a team to do all the training, create all the recordings, all the pre-recorded, and then actually create the weekly support that you need. Because no matter what, if you're just taking a course and you never have anyone to talk to be like, but I don't sell pet portraits, or my business needs are a little bit different. If there's no one, it's like, hello, and no one answers. We meet with you every single week. Usually it's like 4 to 6 times a week that you have the opportunity to get unstuck where you are. Okay. So I'm going to kind of just share with you the journey that we're going to take you on next. Okay. This is the journey that we want you to be on because we want you to have full transformation. Here's the team that I put together. You've met Danielle. You're going to meet Diana and Katie over the next couple of days. They're our Facebook ad manager who helps you run your Facebook ads if you want to do that. We have Katie who helps you in that champagne room, actually put everything together and understand how to use that tool. We also have Rita and Kayla who provide coaching that ranges from how to use a Trello board, how to up level your Facebook lives, how to make sure your sales funnels and your social media are set up in a way that's going to allow for you to attract your ideal client. Okay. We know that you're at a place, no matter whether you're beginning or whether you've been doing this for decades, you just don't have enough art sales. You wouldn't be at a challenge to learn how to sell more artwork, to learn how to upscale your website if you were getting enough sales. And we want to move you to the place where you have passive income from your art. Okay. If you don't want the passive income part, you just want more sales and more money, that's totally cool. You don't have to use the champagne room if you don't want to. Okay. So we're going to start you with business building. We have to understand how to build a business. Okay. This is Marie. Absolutely love Marie. She came in here a good week ago and she just posted this and she's like, hi, I'm new to this group. It was new to the Art Boss Challenge. She's an art boss already. She's like, she recently joined the Art Boss because she's like, Ren is awesome, best coach in the world. But I want to be more specific. She has a full testimonial that you're going to be able to listen to later on today. She talks a lot about how she had worked with coaches who weren't artists. And because they're not artists, they don't know the uniqueness to the art market. And we're really working in a really unique industry, and just having someone who understands the complexity of the art market was the difference for her in her art business. Okay. We also provide mindset because unfortunately, sometimes it's not just about like doing everything on your daily to-do list. There are things that can get in your way, like words like only. Well, I only made so much, or thought processes like, well, I'm only making this, but so and so is making more than me. We have to be able to claim the wins. You know that during this challenge, I'm encouraging you guys to claim your wins, and here's why. Okay, we need to claim our wins, and we need to make sure that we're getting out of our own way. This is Sandra. Okay. She uses the Post That Convert product that we have. And she found one post that she recycles every month. And she used it like in November last year, right before the holidays. And she's like, I got 6 more commissions. Blimey, I'm going to be drawing in my sleep. She's like, nah, never mind. I'm not going to complain about it. It's fantastic. But the other thing that we worked really hard with Sandra, raising her price, making sure that she was comfortable with the price that she was charging. You can still see she's getting a ton of sales. Every time she started complaining that she had too many sales, we would have to go back to mindset and be like, you need to raise your price. Okay. But when she wrote this inside of social media and she said, even my clients comment on how much more confident I am when I'm talking about my artwork. Okay. It is a skill set and it's something we totally work with you. We are going to work with you to build your signature offer. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have to have an offer that matches your price and we have to have an offer that attracts your clients. And when everything aligns, this is Nick. He does pet portraits. I wanted you to see the simplicity of his pet portraits. He charges an amazing amount of money for his pet portraits. Here's what he said, okay? I used to only sell to my local area, the cities that I could reach in a day's drive. So after joining us, he's like, I'm selling to the world without having to leave the comfort of my home. And I hit my first 20K month. Okay. Crazy, crazy. Signature message. We're going to be building out your signature message. This is Kate. Absolutely amazing. She is an artist who does art shows. She has an amazing product. And when she started really leveraging her offline events and her online events, moving people back and forth between how she operates online and offline, she was able to increase her sales like crazy amount. Okay. She confided, she said, hey, before I joined you, I was making about 5K a year from selling my artwork. But within 6 months of working with you, I had closed 80K. We have to have a signature selling event. We have to have that compass and that roadmap. That's what we talked about today. And when we do that, okay, this is Jenny Floravita. She came in really quickly, just did one of those launches that we talked about. She had a selling event. She used the roadmap. She used the compass. I wanted you to see her social media profile. She's doing some of the refinement that we encourage artists to do in their social media. And you're going to also hear her testimonial. It's being posted inside of the group today. But she literally will tell you she closed over $7,000 in 3 days. Okay. Covered the cost of her program because she actually closed a few after that as well. And she's using our launch playbook. She's going to show you, she like laminates it, the checklist. She's like, this isn't about just doing one virtual selling event. It's actually having it and stamping it every single time that she does a selling event. She doesn't have to think anymore about the steps and the checklist. They're right in front of her. They're right in front of her. We also provide the weekly support that you need. Having all of this training and having all of this information, every single business that I work with is different. They have different ideal clients. They have different products. They have different signature messages. Even the way that they run their conversion events, they change based on the ideal client and the message and the product. You have access to our whole entire team every single week. We have 5 to 7 meetings every single week that allow for you to get unstuck. Whatever you're working on, you have the ability to get unstuck and talk to a live person. This is Kayla. Kayla is amazing. Okay, she does the work. She comes in, she does the work, she comes to the training, and when she launches and she has our virtual selling event, this is the reason I'm sharing this, is because she takes care of 2 toddlers. She also has her sister and her nephew living with her. And at the time of her Mardi Gras launch, she also had her grandmother was in hospice. Okay. So she had to take care of her grandmother. She closed 5K in the weekend. Okay. How did she do it? Because she actually didn't have to like lug everything to a location and set up a art fair. She had the ability to go take care of everybody during the day and still close those sales. So the champagne room, okay, we're going to top it off. We want to have the tools that allow for us to make this whole process easier. Okay. And the tool is called the champagne room. And I know that you guys have been seeing the demos and you're like, oh, I absolutely want to see more of the champagne room. And I'm going to be showing you more about the champagne room now. And I want to save Q&A time today to really like just pull up the tool and answer your questions about it. But there was this really great question yesterday. Someone said, "Okay, so I'm so interested in the champagne room. Can you tell me what tools that I need to be successful when I'm working in the online market?" She's like, give me the top 10 list." Okay, well, I could have given you four more, but they're just not as important tools. They're tools that we can talk about later, but these are the really what I consider to be the most important tools that you need to have in your business. Now you can piecemeal them all together and you can use different vendors and you can, like you can use a sales funnel software like ClickFunnels or Samcart, runs around $300 a month if you're using those tools. You can use email you need an email provider so you can send out email campaigns. We're talking about like ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, MailChimp. There's a ton of them actually out there. ActiveCampaign is the one that I like to use. It's super powerful and you can segment your audiences really easily. But the more more leads you have, the more email addresses that you have, the more expensive it gets. Your email provider, yeah, there's a couple that are free out there. They typically don't have the ability to segment audiences, and they do, like, once you get more than, I think, 500 to 1,000 emails, you start paying for them anyway. So when your system's working and you're getting more leads, because that's what we teach you how to do, then you start having really pretty significant cost here. I was running in the $600 a month range in order to run my emails when I was at ActiveCampaign. When I moved to the tool, I saved $600 a month. Okay. So probably one of the biggest reasons I'm jazzed about the Champagne Room, and we're going to be talking more about that, is it has the ability for some of you, you're going to be saving money like right off of the bat. For others of you who don't have any emails, you're like, well, I don't have any emails, so I'm in the free zone. So I'm really well off, right? Like I don't have to pay anything. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to be like, if you're happy about not having any emails because it's saving you money, we might have found your sales problem. Okay. We also need to have a CRM tools. It stands for Client Relation Management Tools. If you want that lead report that I showed you, you have to be running a CRM that allows for you to track your customers' engagement and track like their purchase intent behaviors so that you can put together a lead report. Super important to be able, like it's probably the most important thing that you can do for passive income, and your CRM is super important. I love a social media calendar scheduler, right? I love that I can have a spreadsheet and I upload it to my tool and it literally shoots out all of my posts to Instagram, to my Facebook, to, all the different places in Facebook, to LinkedIn, to any of the places, like even YouTube. I want to be able to send content to different places. And if I put everything in a spreadsheet, then I have everything in a spreadsheet. I can just upload it. And guess what? I can recycle that spreadsheet. I can recycle it like every year if I want to, or I can even set it up to recycle it quarterly. So I only have to create it once and then I can upload it. It's just another really nice automation that takes like all the heavy lifting of creating content off of your shoulders. Also love the calendar for those of you who are charging a price that reflects the value of what you're doing. Most likely your ideal client is going to want to see you and talk to you and get to know you. It's kind of crazy, and it's sometimes we forget this, but our skill set is so unique and so interesting to people that people buy from us probably as much because they like us as they like our artwork. Okay. So we have a calendar that we need to be using. That would be things like Calendly. I can't remember what some of the other calendar softwares is. So those are some examples. And then a payment portal. I think that's a really important tool to have in your social media. Okay. So I'm sorry, in your selling system, not your social media, in your selling system. Payment portals are like PayPal, Stripe, Venmo, Zelle. Those would be some examples. Okay. All of this software, all of that top six things that you need to have, They're all in the champagne room. Okay. Plus more, right? The tool is super, super powerful. Okay. But if you want to piecemeal them together, I just gave you the list to go piecemeal them. Okay. And I gave you examples of every single one of these. All you need to do, if you like couldn't write fast enough, go back and rewatch this training. I just gave you everything that you would need to do. If you're like, I don't want to use the champagne room. Instead, I want to piecemeal it together and spend more time and not have it integrated. Well, then that's totally cool. But I want you to know all these tools are right here in the champagne room. Okay. And this is like the big part. And if you want to get the champagne room for free, I'm going to offer to cover the cost of the champagne room for you for 6 months. It's a crazy, amazing deal. Okay. The champagne room is built specifically for artists. Okay. I've already built all of the assets. I've already built sales funnels. I've already built calendars. I've already built all the emails that you need. When someone hits your website, when someone comes into your Facebook group, all of the emails, they're templated. All you need to do is put in your name and your business name and your product and your signature offer and your signature message. That's all you need to do. And then boom, you're off and running. No more like just trying to figure out, well, what do I need to say? It's already built for you inside of the champagne room. Okay. So I believe in you guys. I know you guys can do this. Okay. I believe that you can have both the systems and the tools that close the high ticket sales and then create that consistent monthly income. That's why we created the Art Boss Business Builder. I've already walked you through the Art Boss Business Builder. We need to build an art business. And this is a already put together pre-recorded training along with weekly help with implementation, so that when you're filling in your template and you're like, wait, what do I put here? Or when you're watching a video and you're like, wait, what is a ringer? Okay, when you're putting together your 6-figure launch and you're like, how do I run Facebook ads? All of that is put together here with you, okay, along with the team having access, because we're going to work with you for 6 months to build your art sales system that does the heavy lifting of sales and marketing for you. How does it work? During the first 2 weeks, it's so important to get our foundations down. And we have one-on-one onboarding meetings. Okay. That's with me to make sure you're building your foundations for your signature offer. Okay. So we're really focusing on making sure that the product you have is matching the messaging that you want to build out. And then second, during the next 4 weeks, that very first month that you're in the program, we're getting that clarity on your messaging so that you can start maximizing and magnetizing your leads and then walking them down the path to the sale. Immediately getting in front of your leads, because this is like where Sandra had one post and can close 6 people right before Christmas. This is where we work. We work to get that messaging in that compass, those things that allow for you to get the engagement to start talking to your clients. Okay. Third, we start working on that signature compass. We need to make sure that you're running that system where you have weekly and daily engagement in your social media, where you have monthly cash injection that allow for you to move people through your messaging triangle. And then 3, you have your quarterly launches that bring in the really big ticket sales. Because when we pull all this together, we now have a signature system, so that in the first 90 days that you're in the business builder, you've created multiple high converting online sales events and closing thousands of dollars. When all of this comes together, you have the Art Boss formula for selling your artwork. Okay. We really work hard to sell our artwork online. This whole system also works when you're selling offline. Kate, I introduced you to Kate already. She's the one with the award in her booth. She's like, I just kind of, when someone walks into my booth now, I kind of run the Art Boss formula and I walk people down the path to my sale, and I close more sales even when I'm in my galleries, when someone comes to my studio and sees my artwork there. I know exactly what to say. The whole entire system, she's like, it's like bonus. Like I get to use it also in my like personal selling. Okay. Many artists see an ROI in as quickly as the first 30 to 60 days. Okay. When artists make 20 offers in their first month, we're showing them how to close 1 to 5 of those sales. So as soon as you come on in, we're going to be doing the heavy lifting for you. We're giving you the templates. We're giving you 500 posts that you can be using in your social media. We're giving you the checklist, the next steps. We're giving everything you need. You're going to have a training library. There's not one person who ever said there's not enough in the training library. Everybody kind of says, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was so much content here. 24/7 access, those done for you templates. I'm even offering to build your first lead magnet for you when you come on board. You have weekly consultation calls with over 5. We have 6. We have 6 coaches that you can work with. And also you have that Facebook community. It works just like the one you're in right now for the challenge. It has obviously less people in it, but you have the ability to create partnerships and long-term friendships with people who are walking the same journey that you are, who know that selling artwork is serious business, that selling artwork is giving you the financial freedom that you want, and it allows for you to show up in the world as a creative in making positive changes. You're also going to have access to that champagne room. I'm going to be paying for that for you if you want to start thinking about coming on board. Enrollment is open now if you want to join the Art Boss Business Builder. You want to see everything that's inside of the Art Boss Business Builder? Here is the full rundown of everything that you get. Danielle, oh my gosh, I haven't said hi to you yet, Danielle. I'm so sorry. Danielle, say she is so helpful. I have seen people tagging her and asking her questions. She is so amazing. Thank you so much. Would you mind posting the hyperlink of this? Once again, this is if you want to see everything that's included inside of the Art Boss Business Builder. And I could go on forever and it would just be talking about the features and benefits, but it's more important for you to see the value here. And I want you to be able to, I want you to know you can ask questions during the Q&A about this as well. Okay. So we're going to work with artists at all levels. If you're just starting out and you're super serious and you know that what you have has the power to make you money and give you that financial freedom, this is for you. If you're a corporate business owner, maybe you're a brand building expert, maybe you are someone, you're like a doctor or a lawyer. I'm giving examples of people who are in the program. And you also have this creative side and you want to quickly be able to start selling your artwork, but you know that realistically, you also have other commitments. This is for you. Okay. We customize a plan that's going to work with you and meet you where you are. Transformation is what we want. We want you to be able to take your business where it is today and get it to where you want to. It's why I spend so much time in the first couple of days asking you about your goals and asking you about what you would love to have happen in your art business. Full transformation is also about finding those nuggets in the training and then setting forth the plan and the action steps to get it done. I'm making you an offer for full transformation, okay, to build the signature system, including your offer, your message, that sales compass, plus have access to the champagne room and support. This is what's included in there. Okay, this is the big picture. You have the champagne and strategy tool. Okay, that's the tool that does the heavy lifting. You have your signature offer and signature messaging, access to the content creation club. We meet every week to build content that converts what you need to be putting in your social media, your emails, your sales scripts, those conversations that you're going to have with people, your Facebook lives, your launches. Okay. All of that is included in your signature message in a weekly meeting where we help you build all that out. Plus all the templates. There's 500 email posts that we've written specifically for artists. That's included in there as well. We also have a weekly meeting for your sales and business planning. We look at your business reviews. We help support your setting it up, implementing and evaluating a sales event, whether it's a cash injection or maybe it's one of your big launches. Accountability and mindset is in here. All of your checklist, your maps. Just today, when we met right before this, I built out a whole entire, like, it was an email sequence that allowed for us to start getting our ideal clients to raise their hands so that we could measure purchase intent. Super crazy, super amazing. We also have a 24/7 training library and then those done for you business builds. Okay. Super important. This is like the fact that I'm going to be building your first lead magnet for you is kind of crazy. Here's some of the bonuses that are included. You have the Art Boss Playbook. That's your launch manual. Like when you watch Jenny Floravita's video and she's like showing you her laminated sheets, that's the launch playbook. A to Z, everything you need to do to have a high converting sales event, like over a long weekend. Facebook Ads Manager, access to a person who runs Facebook ads for a living, and she helps you build them out, execute them, and then measure their results. You're also getting posts that convert. I hired 5 copywriters. All of them were artists as well. So they had kind of a double superpower. 500 posts so that you don't have to worry about awareness content anymore. You can take those posts and you plug and play them. There are also templates, checklists, audits, self-audits, everything that you need in order to make sure that what you're working on a daily basis is getting you to the results that you want. Okay. So do you see that if you just had a fraction of what's here, okay, you're going to be able to see what you need to do to change your website so it closes. You're going to be able to get more leads, more sales, more collectors, consistent monthly income, the path to passive income. The price for the Art Boss Business Builder, okay, it's typically $12,000. During the challenge, you're going to have the opportunity to get it for less, okay? And you can break that up into 3 or 6 payments. So if you're ready now, I'm going to pay for 6 months inside of the champagne room as well, and it brings your price down to $10,000. I'm going to break that up for you as well into 3 or 6 payments if you want to. And I'm going to tell you as well, if you're ready now and you want to pay in full, you can save an additional $2,000 and get into the program for only $8,000. We want you to be able to go at the speed you want to go. If you're wondering, like, oh my goodness, can I go slower? We do have the opportunity to get a monthly payment down under $500 if you want to work with our funding partners. You just need to reach out to me and let me know. We also have the opportunity to get started in that $300 to $500 range, but if you want to go slower. So here are the early action bonuses. Okay, so don't walk away from these. These all end at the end of the challenge, which we're going to be closing the enrollment doors on October 17th. I'm going to be giving you a calendar so that if you want to book a call and ask me, like talk to me, we're going to uncover what you need to do next and then make your plan. If you pay in full, you get that pay in full discount as long as you book a call by the 17th. Typically, my call calendar fills up really quickly. So if you're worried it's actually past the 17th, I will honor the pay in full bonus if you choose that. So don't worry about that, okay? You're also getting the 6 months free in the champagne room. And I'm going to be doing the lead magnet build out for you, okay? So I'm going to just give you a heads up. Saw Tracy here. Tracy's here today. Okay. One of those is already spoken for. Okay. So there's only 2 lead magnet build outs left. So this is a value right here of over $5,000 just in the bonuses. Okay. So who's it for? Who's this for? Okay. This is for artists who are looking for a solution to closing more online sales without sounding like a salesy weirdo. Who's this for? You know that the fastest way to learn a new skill is to partner with industry experts who will show you what to do, help you evaluate your results so that you're implementing what you're learning and you're starting to get those results. I'm also going to put this caveat here, okay? You have to be driven and ambitious and not afraid to do work. All of the stories, all of the people that I've introduced you to, there are people who showed up, they took radical responsibility, and then they persisted through all obstacles. So here's my invitation, okay? I'm opening up my call calendar. It's called a clarity call. We're going to uncover what you need to do next so that we can customize a plan for you. The cost of this call is absolutely free. It's part of the free zone, okay? So if you're still here, not taking me up on that offer is crazy. And the goal of this call is just massive clarity. That's all what we're really doing. Here is the link to grab a call with me. I already have a couple people on the call calendar, so I'm excited to meet with you guys. I'll take a look at my call calendar to see if I have anyone. I might have an hour. Let me look really quick. Might have an hour right after this meeting. If someone is like, I would love to talk to you today, we could do that today. Yes, I have something open at the 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if anyone wants to grab that call slot, it wouldn't be available if you click on the link because it's too close to this time. But if you're like, yep, I absolutely would love to grab that one of those spots, send me a message and we can do that. We're so excited to work with you. We can't wait to have you guys on board. And I'm just going to quickly, this slide I had to put in here because there's a couple of things. This might not be for you if, okay, this is learning over the years. If there's something outside of your control, that means you're unwilling or unable to get in front of your social media, okay? We know that not everyone's comfortable doing Facebook Lives and getting in front of the camera. So that's why we have camera confidence training, right? Like how do you get up to speed and how do you like have a really good Facebook Live and how do you do videos that are stronger? Because we know that the amount of money you make in social media is related to how you show up in your videos. I'm talking about something that's uncontrollable. For example, maybe a restraining order or something like that, okay? Also, this wouldn't be for you if you don't have a computer or you don't have reliable internet to run an online business. So I had to say that, okay? So don't forget to grab a clarity call. And as I'm wrapping it up, we're going to be heading to Q&A. So if you would like to put a Q in front of any questions that you have, remember, you can ask questions about the program. You can ask questions about the Champagne Room. I'm going to be opening up the Champagne Room and showing you a little bit more about it. But tomorrow is a bonus session. We're going to be doing the VIP meeting, that laser-focused coaching on Friday, October 13th. It's Friday the 13th in October at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be a little bit different, okay? Checking out, I just saw someone said the link to booking doesn't work. Let me make sure. I'm typing it into, now it's working. It's up and running. So I just popped it in. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like real quick. And for the person who isn't able to get to the link, you can send me a message and we can go more manual if you wanted to. So let me see here. Okay, it's launch.karenahuja.com. Make sure you have the spelling right there, like the A and the J. People flip that a lot. And /book. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and you can grab a slot. Okay, so it is showing up. Good. I have the 4:00 slot that is available for today if you wanted to grab that. Okay, so it says Facebook user, but if you wanted, if you're having a hard time with that, just send me a message. But it is working. I just checked it. I want to make sure. I had checked it earlier. I want to make sure it was still okay. All right. Let me just finish up this so we can get to Q&A. Okay. If you want to go to that laser focus coaching, make sure you grab your VIP pass. It's right here. Okay. The best thing is Artie gives you all of these links. If you're in the studio, you can go grab those links later on as well. Q&A. So we're at the point where we're going to do some Q&A. So if you have questions, continue to post them inside of the question stream. And let's see. Okay, I got a couple questions. Let me pop back here. I was just looking for them. Okay. How long is the program? We are going to work with you for 6 months to get your business built, right? We're going to do the business builder. And what ends up happening is you have a choice. Okay. You can have a choice to either like part ways. You can go on, again, you can go on alone, or if you like to, we put you into a maintenance mode as long as you have done one of your signature events, one of your big sales, because we want to work with you, make sure that you're setting it up correctly, you're getting the results, it's converting, right? All of those things. Then we just put you into a maintenance plan if you wanted to do that. Okay. The maintenance plan is a lower cost because we've already built your assets with you. If you haven't done any of the launching, if you haven't done anything, then you have a choice to stay in the program longer if you wanted to. But what we want you to have is we want you to have the business built. Then if you're like, I just really want access to Katie, who runs the Champagne Room meetings, or I just want to have access to the Facebook Ads Manager, or I just want to have access to Ren one day a week where she's going to help me like figure out where I need to add the gas, we move you into maintenance mode. So great question. All right. Okay, here's the second question. How often do you offer the program? So we offer the program at discount on a quarterly basis during the Art Boss Challenge. You can come in anytime you want to. The price then goes back to the regular price. It's just a super sweet deal during the challenge. We want you to continue what you learned this week is like super powerful, and we want you to continue it. Okay. So you can come into the program at the full price anytime that you want to. Just during the challenges is when we offer a deal. In 2024, the price is going up. So this is going to be the last time you're going to see the program at the 8K level. It's just, we're adding in that Champagne Room has totally upped the game here. Adding in that Champagne Room and the coach who is going to be working with you on a weekly basis, helping you like navigate that tool and apply it to your selling system is like on fire. So when you come in, basically, if you join right now, you're not paying for that service. I'm giving it to all the people who are already art bosses. They're getting that service included in their original sign-in price, and I'm letting you guys have that as well. Okay. Let's see. Anyone have questions about the Champagne Room? I have stuff I can show you, but I just need to know what you're looking for. Okay. Do we have to wait till we've done other steps before we create an online selling event? Okay. I want you to be making sales as soon as you come in here. Your goal when you come into the Art Boss Business Builder is actually to start working on a launch. Okay. We want you to obviously have your signature offer, right? Like if you can't go have a selling event if you don't have a signature offer, and if you're not magnetizing the right people to you, okay, then your launch might not be as successful. So yes, we do want you to set up your signature offer, make sure you're messaging to that offer and attracting those people who are going to buy your offer. Okay. And then if you wanted to go to a launch within the first, I would say 45 to 60 days is a pretty speedy pace. Jenny Floravita did it in the 45 to 60 day period and she closed 7K. So if you're intrigued by the launch, absolutely. We'll work with you to go that fast. Okay. You have to do the work to go that fast. And if you want to go that fast, totally can do. Perfect. QQQ. Oh, okay. Champagne room info, please. Tell me what you want to know about the champagne room. Okay. So I've already told you all the tools that are in there. Okay. I've kind of given you a list. We can go back to that. I can retrain on that. Or you can tell me, give me like, what is your biggest question about the champagne room? It just doesn't have a name. It just has Facebook user. Like, what are you looking to see? What do you want to know? You know that it runs emails. You know that it has sales funnels. You know that it does lead magnets. You know that it does websites. You know, that's calendars, schedulers, can create a lead form, a lead report, all that stuff. So tell me a little bit more about what you want to look at. And then I can literally pull it up. Okay. It's a big tool. I'll pull it up. After 6 months, would we need to pay for the champagne room directly moving forward? That's a really great question. Again, it says Facebook user. I don't own the champagne room. It's just a tool I show you how to use. Okay. So you own, so you're going to be working with the champagne room, and it's such a powerful tool that I've hired someone to show you how to use it. Okay. That's part of the huge benefit of coming here is you have access to an expert to show you how to use it. You will own that, access to that tool forever. You're going to need it forever. You're going to always need to send emails. Which by the way, are free in the champagne room. Free emails in the champagne room. You do not pay for that. They're using Mailgun. Okay. So you keep it. The huge benefit, because I know someone has asked me this question before. I don't own your data. The champagne room doesn't own your data. All those leads you have sitting in there, all of the sales funnels, the lead magnets, the calendars, all of that, you will keep forever and you can use over and over and over. So that champagne room is amazing. And I just want to be really clear. I don't own it. I didn't build it. I just use it. And I've already created those email campaigns and everything. I'm just giving those to you for free when you come into the program. Okay. And when you come into the program, I don't take them away from you. If you choose to do your maintenance, maybe with a different coach, or you choose to do maintaining your system on your own, you get to keep all of it. Great question. My inventory is low. Do I need a certain amount of paintings to take advantage of this? I also think you need a large size to charge $1,000 or more. True or false? 2 questions. Love them both. If I forget the second one, ping me again on it, because I might forget that second one. Okay. Inventory. I'm thinking of Kyle. Kyle has 0 inventory. He literally sells, he either sells spots on his, he doesn't even sell spots on his calendar. He literally puts people into a container, and then when he paints something, he shows it to them. And the first person who says, I want to purchase it, they purchase it. And he literally he sells basically kind of like on demand, right? Like he just creates what he wants to. I'm thinking of Pet Portrait, Sandra, pet portrait artist. She literally sells spots on her calendar. So when she gets those 6 commissions, it's first come, first serve. She sends them a calendar. They pay the deposit. And then she knows that they're interested. She reaches out, gets their inspiration picture, right? So she literally doesn't have any inventory. 0. Kyle and Sandra, no inventory. They literally just close the sale and then deliver the artwork. Okay. I think that makes sense. Okay. I'm not worried if you're telling me you don't have any product, because you don't need any product. You just need a calendar that says you're available to work for someone and create a beautiful piece of artwork if they want you to. Okay. If you have a ton of inventory, okay. I worked for art licensing for 3 years. You better believe I have a ton of inventory. Okay. Because I sold the, in art licensing, you don't actually ship the actual piece of artwork. You ship or you send the image. Okay. So I have a lot of inventory. You can sell all your inventory if you want to. It again, everybody's business is different. That's why I've seriously like this is the serious part here. All of the training I have is freaking amazing. There's tons of it. But you're going to get in there and you'll be like, "Great. I know how to create a signature offer." But what if I have no inventory? Or what if I have tons of inventory? Or what if I paint multiple different styles? Or what if I I paint paintings and I do pottery? What if I'm an energy healer and an artist? Like it just all like we have to work together because even with the training, you're gonna have questions like, wait, how do I process this? Okay. Great question. Now you had a part two. Hold on, part two. Oh, size. That's part of your signature offer. Okay. If the mindset part, I'm gonna kind of call out, this is like I'm gonna be a coach here, and I hope it's okay. I'm gonna ask for permission. I think we have a mindset problem. If you think the only way that you can charge like a lot of money for a piece of artwork is that it has to be really big, it's about the value of your transformation. Okay. Super important. It's super important to really kind of like it's a mindset. That's why we do a lot of mindset as well, is because size the guys are gonna like this. Size doesn't matter. Okay. So I think I got both parts of that. All right. Um, okay. So do we pay after 6 months? 6 months free doesn't mean no payments until 6 months. So I'm not, I think what you need to do, Martha, is if you want to talk a little bit about some of the options, the program is for 6 months. If you want to join now and you want to do a pay in full, it's all the way down to $8,000. You have access to all the content, all the coaches, all the training, all the weekly help and support for 6 months with the goal to build your business. After 6 months, if you've built your business, right, you've done your selling events, then you can go into maintenance mode and we lower your price based on what services you want to continue with. Okay, we lower your price then. If you don't need all the services in here, I'm not going to charge you for them. If you're like, literally, I just need one meeting a week with Ren, great. If I just need one meeting a week with the champagne room coach, Miss Katie, great. But it's not till after you've built your business, and we're going to give you 6 full months. Okay. You can do it in 3. I'm going to tell you, you're going to build it in 3. I'm going to give you 6 months to do it, but really you're only going to need 3 months. You go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. I didn't see another question. I'm sorry if I missed it. I didn't see a queue in front of it. I just saw the champagne room. Please tell me more. But here's what I can do. Next week on Monday or Tuesday, I don't mind opening up the champagne room. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a whole tour so you can kind of see the champagne room. You can see what the Facebook group looks like. I'll even show you the training library, what it looks like that it's huge. We'll do that tour. Let's do the tour on Saturday. I think I'll do it on Saturday. Here's the best thing. If you're busy on Saturday on the soccer field, like with your family doing stuff, no worries. But the like kind of sneak peek or the backstage tour will be available. I'll have it up by 1 p.m. on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so that might be a little helpful. Another one came in. Do we have the link to that tool? Is it similar to MailChimp ClickFunnels? Okay, perfect. I'm going to give you the link to the tool only. Okay, but I want to do a couple things before I give that to you. Okay. This tool is built on Go High Level. Go High Level has ClickFunnels in it. It's not called ClickFunnels, obviously, right? But it's funnel building software, and it has the email, which would be your MailChimp, and it has a scheduler, okay? And it has workflows, and it has segmentation opportunities, and it has trigger links, and it has payment portals, okay? All of those 6 tools that I talked about before, it has everything in there. And that, like all the demos that I've shown you, it's because I'm using those 6 tools to actually show you how you can have a lead report. You can see exactly who swung by your website in the last, like when I did that demo, I had 95 people check out my website within an hour, and I had their names and their email addresses. Okay. So I want you guys to see that. So let's do that now. Finally, someone asked the question, you want to see the champagne room? I'm going to give you the link. You can purchase the champagne room without purchasing the business builder. Okay. It's out there. I don't own it. Okay. I don't own it. And if you want to just purchase that on your own, you're more than welcome to do that. This is what we're going to do first. Okay. And I know this because a lot of times people, this is what they hear. I can just get the tool and I'm going to be able to sell artwork. If you are not tech aware at minimum, the tool, you're going to need someone to show you how to use it. Okay. The tech team that's sitting inside of the champagne room is amazing. But when you say, how do I do a lead magnet to sell artwork? They're going to be like, that is strategy. You need your strategy coach. That is a system question. You need to talk to the person who works with you on systems. So I'm going to give this to you. We're going to look at it. It's a checklist. It's going to help you to know if you're ready just to do the champagne room. Okay. If you just want that tool, we'll do it. Let me share screen and pop up and take a look at the champagne room. Okay. All right, perfect. Let me pop back. And this is going to be totally worth the time that it takes to walk through this. I promise. And I'm even going to do it like this for a minute. Okay. It's really important that when you use a tool, you know how to use it. I've watched people pay for big tools and then not know how to use them. And then it's a waste of money. Okay. I don't want you to waste money. Now, and again, I can't see who's asking for just the champagne room. So you might be super tech savvy and you can. Okay. Let me see here. This is what it looks like. I'm going to give you the link. When you land on the link, this is the page that tells you everything about the, okay, here we go. This is also a really important part of that link. It really compares prices on what everything costs, right? Like, and like when you're working a CRM, it's even giving you all of the software tool names so you can go check out the pricing. Okay. This right here is the link to the champagne room. I'm going to pull it back up in a minute. Okay. It's the same pretty link as always, just has autopilot at the end. Okay. Remember, I'm paying for this tool for you when you come and work with me. Make this a little bit bigger, okay? These are the questions that you need to, I want you to read through these. I'm going to read through them with you. I think it's important to do this. Champagne room support evaluation checklist, okay? Check off the boxes that are true. That's what I want you to do first. I'm going to evaluate whether you need support or not from a strategy team, okay? Number one, I'm using a paid email platform, okay? ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact. You're not sending out from Google individual emails. We're not talking about that. We're talking about your running campaigns, okay? Number two, I collect new email addresses every single week. Just check it off if it's true or not. True. Only check it off if it's true. I send out at least one email a week. I have automated emails that are sent when my leads join my email list. I'm tracking my open rates and click rates in my email campaigns, and I'm creating automated workflows based on email segmentations and tags. Okay. That's for your email support. For your social media support, I'm currently using either Facebook, Instagram, YouTube to find 100 new leads per month. Okay, that's like 20 to 25 leads a week. It's not a whole lot. I'm running a paid ad campaign for Facebook, Instagram, and or YouTube. Okay. Your sales funnel. I'm currently using a sales funnel like ClickFunnels or Samscart. There's a couple other ones out there. I have a lead magnet funnel that is actively finding either daily or weekly leads. I have a website funnel that tells me who is coming to visit. And I have a sales funnel page that takes automated payment. For your CRM, I currently use a client relation management tool, or if you use a spreadsheet, I'm okay with that. or I'm using a spreadsheet to track my leads and clients. My CRM tells me who is engaging in my social media, opening my emails, and checking out my website. And number three, my CRM creates a report that tells me who is getting ready to purchase. Okay, so here's like I just want you to take this, if you just mentally check it off, because I'm going to give you a scoring. We're going to, and let me pull this off too. Probably. Okay. Add up the checked boxes. And here's the scoring thing, okay? If you checked off 10 or more boxes, okay, that means you left 5 unchecked. You're tech savvy, okay? You may only need help setting up a few of the tools inside of the champagne room, okay? And you'll always have the option to grab support as you need it. If you want to work with Katie for a month and then not for a month, we can do something like that, okay? Um, right? Because we have a dedicated tech support team here to help you build this out. Okay. Pricing will be customized based on your project needs. We'll even build it for you if you want, right? That's why the first 3 people, and by the way, someone's already claimed one of that. I'm going to be building out their lead magnets. If you've checked off between 3 and 9, I'm going to tell you this is kind of a sticky zone. Depends on which ones you really checked off, but you're tech aware. Okay. It's telling me at least you're tech aware. You're willing to spend the time it takes to learn a new skill. It's going to take longer for you to master this tool, and that's okay. You probably you do have a few options for support here as well, okay? And we will customize a price based on your project needs. If you have only checked off 2 of the boxes, I mean, my heart, like I'm saying this with all kindness and respect, and it's okay because we can get you up to speed really fast, but you're tech unaware. And most likely these tools that you're going to try to use in here, okay, you need a dedicated team to show you how to use them. Okay. And remember that you have that inside of the whole entire system that we're showing you how to set up. Okay. So that before you go and we check out everything that's here, I'm going to show you the champagne room. Okay. Here it is. Here's the champagne room. Let me make sure I'm sharing the champagne room. Okay. Wasn't. Here is the champagne room. Yep. There it is. It's everything you need in one place. What we're doing is like we're using a tool that has all of your key items in it. It's all in one place. Okay. I popped in a video sharing with you how this tool works alongside of Melissa. I've been working with Melissa for 3 years, and I've been using her tool for 3 years. When she saw all of the powerful tools that I built inside of it, she was like, you can absolutely share this with your clients. And so if you want, this has no sound to it, but if you want to, like, it doesn't have sound through when I'm sharing the screen, but you can watch this video and it really highlights everything that's available inside of the champagne room, right? How to generate sales, how to manage clients, websites and landing pages, follow-up campaigns, multi-channel campaigns, two-way communication. That means you can text and SMS and message from this. Like I told you, there was more than just the 6 important ones, right? Workflows and pipelines, sales calls and increasing your show up rate, collection portals, payment, the analytics and reports. Those are the lead form or the lead reports. All the analytics and reports in one place, done for you setup, live chat and Zoom support. So they provide live chat on the technical issues, and you also get a once a month strategy call with Melissa. Okay, so this tool isn't used just by artists. I've built out all of the tools here and I'm sharing with you those funnels, those emails, but here are some testimonials of other people who are using it. Okay. And I want you to check those out. 24/7 support, right? These are all the funnels that are in here. This is a really great, I'm not going to spend a ton of time walking through every single benefit here, but this is a really important one. I already showed it to you. Like just working with the CRM software and having unlimited funnels like you have in here is $300 a month. You add your website, your forms, your email, like all of this stuff, it adds up to over $3,000 a month if you piecemeal it. And this tool is $347 a month. Okay. And you can watch a demo. There's so many, this is a really yummy page. Okay. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. Okay. But remember, I'm paying for that for you if you want me to for 6 months. Okay. When you come on in, you have to come in by October 17th. And I'm going to pay for it for you. That's how much I believe in this tool. Like I'm so geeked out on it because I love numbers and I love tools and I love workflows. And I love the fact that you can, when you're running the system and you can track it with your tool, you can actually see where your leads are falling out. And when you know where your leads are getting stuck and they're not moving to the sale, then you can implement an action plan to move them. So let me see if there are any other questions since that one. And then if not, I'm going to let you guys. Okay, there's a question about Facebook accounts. That's like a really, like whatever social media platform you want to work in, you can. Okay, so optional whether you want a business account or not. I'm not sure what specifically you're referring to. If you're referring to a page or a true business account, there's so many different ways I could go with that. But we can resolve those questions. I say the simpler, the better, and make sure it matches the system that you're running. Okay, so since I don't know really what system you're running, I don't know what platforms you're going to be choosing to leverage, then I can't quite give you a finite answer for that. All right. So someone is just getting clarity at the end of 6 months, right? If you don't want any support and help, if you don't want any more help with the champagne room and knowing how to use it, if your business is up and running and you don't want any additional support with Facebook ads managers, if you need nothing else and you don't want to go into a maintenance plan, then yes, you're back to just the $347 a month. Again, I don't own that tool. You're going to be using that. I'm going to tell you, this is our goal. I want you to have 1,000 email addresses, which puts you out of the free zone in every single email provider. Okay. You're at least at $99 a month at minimum. I really want you to grow your email list way beyond that. Running a 6-figure art business means you're collecting leads on platform and off platform with email addresses. And we run the triangle. If you haven't watched the Tuesday, got to watch that, the messaging triangle. We run that. We make sure that we're connecting with people in email and social media on our website and in conversations. We run that triangle. I want you to grow your email list to 3,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. The sky's the limit. You decide when you don't want any more sales. I don't. You get to decide. So here's what I'm going to let you know, okay? You're probably, if you just used a sales funnel tool and you used a email provider and a CRM, you're with 10,001 leads, you're probably I was at $800 a month in my tech stack. Ugh. When I moved over to the champagne room, it went right away down to $347 a month, and I don't have to pay for emails. I don't get charged for every email person that I have. Okay, so I'm like, done. If this isn't saving you money yet, it will. It will. Okay, for businesses, and this is one of the things that for some of my clients, they love the champagne room because they have multiple businesses. They might be running a branding company and they're an artist, or maybe they run they're a healing energy like healer, and they run an art business. When they run both businesses together, it's not a charge for one business and another. It's like one flat fee. Okay. So as your businesses grow, your charge doesn't go up. Okay. So super important. All right. Let me think. I think that's it. Oh, I just saw an AI question just out of the corner. Yeah, Chat GPT's in this too. Totally forgot about that. You can chat GPT. Now, chat GPT has a free zone. I do pay for chat GPT even outside of this for training purposes. So I don't think it's super expensive. I can't remember what a month it is. Okay. But if you're paying for an AI tool like chat GPT, you could take that off of your list as well. Right. Cool. All right. I think that's it. So we're going to be here again tomorrow, but remember, tomorrow is a Zoom meeting. All of the training so far is taking place inside of Facebook. I think I have the link here. Okay. I think I put it back in here. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So let me see if I can find it some other way. Tomorrow's meeting, the VIP meeting. Actually, it's at the very beginning of this presentation. The VIP pass. There it is. Launch.karenauha.com/VIP apply. I'm going to be taking people, bringing them up. You're going to ask me questions and we're going to uncover what you need to do next. Cannot wait to see you. Also, if you wanted that 4 o'clock slot, let me know about that as well. Let me see if it's been taken yet. It's not loading. Hold on. It's not loading. So I can't tell if that spot's still open, but just let me know if you would like to grab the 4 p.m. Eastern time slot. I can grab that for you. And because a lot of times it might be blocked off, I usually ask for a 2-hour window before accepting calls. So cool. You guys have a really great one. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.